Hello everyone, back with another video. So as you can probably tell from the thumbnail and the title, this is showing the Tartan Asia Extreme collection that I have. Obviously they're all on DVD. I've got the whole collection now. I have sort of showed this like 5 years ago or so, but obviously I've got a lot of subscribers and viewers since, so I thought I'd do it again so, a lot more people can watch it. Yeah, I've recently bought, I'll talk about it when I get to it, but the sort of one I was missing. So that's another reason I thought I'd show it. And then, Marcus from X-File 2708 and Ash from Popcorn and Horror trying to collect these as well. So, yeah, I thought before I kind of had them in, I'd have sort of genres bunched together within it. So I have like the action films, there's a few kind of martial arts, a few horrors, and there's some like say Save the Green Planet, which are kind of undefinable as a category or genre. I'd have them sort of together like that, and then obviously directors. So I'd have the Takashi Miike ones all together. But yeah, now I've put them into alphabetical order. So yeah, I went on Wikipedia, no IMDb to see the official list. Check I had every single one and put them in alphabetical order the same way they had it. So yeah, if people are trying to collect this, then I think it makes it a bit easier. They can write them down or screenshot it. So yeah, when I was collecting them, I wrote them all down on a piece of paper. And when I used to go CEXs and things, I'd try and find them and tick them off. So yeah, when I was collecting them, got to be talking, not sure exactly, but maybe 15. Started it 15 years ago, finished it at 12. So I'm guessing, not exactly sure. I mean, I think this company went out of business in like 2008 and didn't print anything else. So yeah, some of them had probably already, I can't remember, but maybe they were already sort of done. Tartan as a label. I think they got bought by Palisades. I think is how you pronounce it. I mean, yeah, not all of these are extreme films as such. Some like Audition, by Takashi Miike got some sort of quite disturbing, gory scenes. Some like The Isle, by, can I find it? GHI. The Isle by Kim Ki-duk. It's got quite sort of graphic sexual content. There's some like hard boiled with kind of quite a lot of violence, sort of action really with fighting and things. So yeah, some of them are quite hardcore stuff, but a lot of them are 15s and things. So yeah, it's branded as Tartan Asia, but everybody thinks they're all going to be like wacky, kind of over the top gore. That's not really the case. I would say from looking on IMDb, I think the lowest score for any of these really are like 6 or 6.5, and then a lot are above 7.5. So yeah, mostly good films. I haven't seen any of these I really hated. Although to be fair, I've only watched about 80% of these. So yeah, there is 83 sort of physical releases of different films, but 84 films. So I'll show you this one quickly before I talk about them. But yeah, this is the Jewel Project, which comes with Origami and 2 LDK. So it does have 2 discs in. So yeah, obviously when I started looking on there and it said 8, I counted mine up. I had 83, I say, DVDs, actual sort of boxes. And then I thought, shit, I'm still missing one somehow. But yeah, they count it as 84 because the Jewel Project has 2 films within it. Don't know if you can get them separately. I don't think so. I think the only means of getting them is on the one I've just showed, the Jewel Project with 2 films in it. Trying to think of anything else I was going to say. Yeah, so when I was collecting them, got quite a lot of them in CEX, literally ranging from like £2 up to about 5. Don't think I really ever got any in HMV. I think they sold some, but they were like crazy dear. Got a few in FOP. They were around £3 to £5 in FOP. Obviously new. Used to be a shop. It went from being called Virgin to being called Zavvi and then Head. I think when it was either Zavvi or Head, they had a really good world cinema section. Really sort of massive, all on DVD at the time. I used to collect DVDs before I collected Blu-rays and 4Ks. Yeah, I got quite a lot of them there. And then, yeah, some that were really hard to get, I had sort of order off of Amazon. But yeah, thought I had them all. And then someone commented a while ago saying I was missing another Public Enemy, which obviously, because there is one called Public Enemy, I've already spoke about this, but it kind of confused me a bit. So yeah, bought this one a little while ago. I think I showed it on the pickups video, off of Amazon for about £5, and it was the last one in stock. So yeah, a lot of these are out of print, but they are still available to buy. I've just found one in a charity shop for £1. Obviously, I've already got it, but I bought it in case Marcus or Ash need it. Don't worry, my cat's not going to the toilet. He's just jumping and attacking things in the room and making a noise. I'll shoo him out. Wait. Yeah, so I'll start showing you them. Let me flip the camera around. Right, so I'll show you. I won't talk about them, but I'll just show you each title. One or two I'll sort of talk about a little bit more. You'll understand when I get to them. But yeah, I think these are in... I didn't think some of them were in alphabetical order to the way they've got it. I mean, I think I originally had the Duel project in D, but they've got it when you look on the IMDb list with Origami first. So yeah, you've got Abnormal Beauty, Acacia. Let me get back a bit so you can see that's a better angle. Agitator, Another Public Enemy. The Duel project is known as, but it contains Origami and 2 LDK. Audition, it's a collector's edition. I don't think the collector's editions really have... can't see any extra features, and I think they still only have 1 disc. I'm not really sure the difference on them, but nice to have the collector's edition. A Bittersweet Life, A Snake of June, A Tale of Two Sisters, Bad Guy, Bangkok Dangerous, Bangkok Haunted, Battle Royale, Battle Royale 2. These ones are a bit in shadow. I was going to turn my light on, but I think it's just these ones in the corner that are shadowed. Breaking News, Cello, Chaos, The City of Lost Souls, Dark Water, Dead or Alive, Dead or Alive 2, Dead or Alive Final, Dumplings. I'll talk about that in a bit when we get to the 3 extremes. You'll know why when I get to it. The Eye, Collector's Edition, I2, The Eye Infinity, Freezer, Full-Time Killer, Ghost of Maynak, Gozu, H, The Happiness of the Katakuris, Hard Boiled, yeah, Collector's Edition, Heroic Duo, Infection. I'll show you this one because this has got a really nice slip. Not that I can get it with one hand. Infernal Affairs, Infernal Affairs 2, Infernal Affairs 3, Inner Senses, Into the Mirror, The Isle, Joint Security Area, also known as JSA, not Job Seekers Allowance, Coma, Lady Vengeance, Ley Lines, Marabito, Memento Mori, Nowhere to Hide, Old Boy, One Last Dance, One Night in Mongkok, One Take Only, Perth, Phone, Premonition, Princess Aurora, Princess Blade, Public Enemy, R Point, Rainy Dog, The Red Shoes, Reincarnation, Ring, Ring 2, Ring 0. I think I did have it arranged Ring 0, then 1, then 2. But yeah, on the IMDb it's got Ring 0 last. Guess it's because it in the order chronologically that they came out. Save the Green Planet, Shinjuku Triad Society. Triad? Yeah, I think it's Triad in it. That's like a gang in Japan. Shiri, Spider Forest, Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, Tell Me Something, Tetsuo the Iron Man, Tetsuo 2 Body Hammer, 3 Extremes. So yeah, I thought I'd speak when I get to this. So obviously Dumplings, let's go back up to it if I can find it. Yeah, Dumplings, that is the 87 minute version, so the full version, but then you do get Dumplings included on the 3 Extremes, but it's only a shorter version. So yeah, it has 3 films on this, and yeah, I think the Dumplings is about 45-50 minute running time, so I'm pretty sure it still has all the sort of gore, and I say extreme, it's more the subject matter than what you really see, but yeah, it still has, like, I wouldn't say action, but let's say the juicy kind of bits. So some people might want to watch just that to see the sort of standout scenes, whereas no, I would say it is worth watching the full version, because obviously it has a lot more character development, story. It is a really well-made film, so yeah, I'd say maybe some old schlocky kind of horror films and that might just be worth watching, you know, if it's got a shorter version, just to see all the crazy bits. Whereas, yeah, with Dumplings, I think it is well-made, and you do benefit from seeing the full version. Yeah, like I said, I think it's got all the sort of so-called action scenes, but it's more yeah, a lot more story and just a more refined kind of film experience overall, in my opinion. But yeah, on the three extremes, you have Dumplings, Cut, and Box. So directors are Park Chan-wook, Mikei Takashi, and Fruit Chan. Three of my favourites, to be fair, all on there. And then Three Extremes Part 2, you've got Memories, The Wheel, and Going Home. It doesn't tell me on the back as easily as it does on the other one, the directors, but it's Kim Ji-woon, Nonzi Nimibrata, and Peter Hosen Chan. Sorry if I butchered that. I would say Japanese is not my first language, but these are in a lot of different languages. I'll speak about that at the end a bit from the sort of different countries I've released some of these. Unborn but Forgotten, Versus, Visitor Q, Vital, Whispering Corridors, Wig. Wig is also known, when I was looking on IMDb, it did make me laugh, it's also known as Scary Hair in Japan. I think it's Japanese, I'll double check at the end. Wishing Stairs, and Yesterday. So yeah, that's all the titles, so I'll just do that. So if anybody wants to pause it or write it down or screenshot it if they are trying to get the whole collection, let me do it so you can see them all. A bit hard to get them all in, and then I'll go slowly. Pull that out a bit, because yeah, like I say, there's a bit of shadow on the ones in the corner. And then I'll go slowly along. So yeah, if anybody... I know when I was collecting mine, yeah, I just went on, I think it's IMDb, and wrote down the whole list. Somehow I neglected to add another Public Enemy onto my list. Yeah, hopefully I'll give you enough time to see all of those. Let me flip it back round quickly for the end. Long now, because this is one of my shorter videos. So yeah, my last haul video showing all the things I bought in the last month went on for nearly 40 minutes. Sorry about that, but yeah, obviously I had a lot of stuff to show. I am thinking going forward, either doing a pickups haul video every 2 weeks rather than a month, or doing it in 2 parts, or maybe forthcoming months I won't be spending quite so much and have so many to show, or maybe try not to waffle on about them too long and bang on. Yeah, so I was going to say, obviously, I say the majority, yeah, I think Japan, China, and Korea probably have the most entries into this Tartan Asia Extreme, but you've got quite a few from Hong Kong, Thailand, Taiwan, that are really good recently. Done a few really good films. So if anybody's seen The Sadness, not on Tartan Asia Extreme, came out a few years ago, but yeah, one of the goriest, most insane films I've seen in a long, long time. But really fun kind of film, not sort of, Serbian film kind of depressing, horrible shit. It's got some nasty stuff, but it's done in a bit more of a kind of zombie kind of, I say fun kind of way. Philippines, I think I've got a few. Yeah, Hong Kong, Philippines, Taiwan, Thailand, Korea. It always says Korea, but I'm assuming it's South Korea, because I don't think you'd be allowed to make anything, even a good life in North Korea, let alone your own films. Yeah, I think might be a few other countries I'm missing. Bangkok, yeah, I think Bangkok's got a few. And then as far as directors go, Takashi Miike, Miike Takashi, I always get it the wrong way around. Miike Takashi's got the most entries on about 10. Shinya Tsukamoto's got quite a few on about 5. Let's see. Park Chan-wook's got about 5 or so. Obviously, he's got the Vengeance trilogy, Joint Security Area. I think he does another. Fruit Chan's got a few. Hideo Nakata's got at least 3, so I think he does The Ring. I'm having a mental block. The Ring, Dark Water, and I think he does Reincarnation. No, that's Takashi Shimizu. But yeah, quite a few of them are just by one. Some directors have only got 1 entry in this whole thing out of sort of 84 films. Some have got sort of 5, some have got 10. So yeah, it's quite spread out. Yeah, I mean, I started buying these really just because I was getting into world cinema in general, but especially, let me move this back a little bit, it's going to fall, I think. I've got it tilted up. Need to get a little tripod for it, really. Yeah, I started buying them just because I was getting into world cinema. I think Old Boy, I'd sort of seen that and then thought it was amazing, and then bought it and happened to get the Tartan Asia Extreme. Then got the ring, started sort of doing a bit of research, started getting in a few more Takashi Miike, got Audition. Yeah, some of the first ones I seen sort of blew me away, not in terms of the kind of crazy gore and stuff, but just how well made they were. So then before I knew it, just from buying them, I'd sort of had about 20 Tartan Asia Extreme, and then was like, oh right, I've actually got a bit of a collection. I might as well keep getting them. But yeah, obviously there's a lot of films. You can go researching Asian cinema in general if you wanted to, collect a lot of films from that part of the world. But yeah, I'd say I wouldn't have come across a lot of these if they weren't on the Tartan Asia Extreme. So once I watched a lot of them, not only did I think they're all really good, so I was quite confident of buying any I kind of came across, but also I some titles like say Freezer, Into the Mirror, Premonition would never really have heard of, but they're really good films. So yeah, it's a good way for me of just getting a load of, just buy everything on the Tartan Asia Extreme, and therefore by a proxy just get a load of really good foreign cinema that I wouldn't have really known to sort of look out for. So yeah, from what I've seen so far, like I said, I've only seen about 80%. Not come across any duds, none that I really didn't like. Yeah, all really good films. So yeah, anybody collecting these, if you've got any questions in the comments, tell me ones you're missing, or if you've got the whole collection. Anybody has any questions about these. Last thing I will say is, obviously I do have a copy of all of these, but you can get the Vengeance trilogy. Do have that on Arrow in sort of 2 versions on Blu-ray, but you can get the DVD version in like a silver case with like a smashed kind of window on the front, which is rare and out of print, which obviously contains Old Boy, Lady Vengeance, and Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance. And in the collector's case, you get like the hammer from Old Boy, the gun from Mr. Vengeance, and is it like a knife? Let me have a check. No, screwdriver. Yeah, so I think you get little props. They are kind of little metal Christmas cracker kind of versions, but you get them in the box. And then I'm pretty sure Audition does a collector's edition with like a pen, but it's like in the shape of the syringe. Won't say too much about what the syringe does in case people haven't seen the film Audition. And I think there is another special edition. I can't think which one it is. It might be Ring. But yeah, those are long out of print. I do remember seeing the Vengeance trilogy one in CX or somewhere quite a while ago. It was quite expensive then. I was tempted to get it. But yeah, if I ever do come across those in a charity shop or CX, I will pick them up just to have the complete collection. And obviously a lot of them you do have collector's editions, but I ain't too bothered as long as I've got one of each copy. In the future might get a few more. I think they did release a lot of these on Region 1 in America with different artwork. The artwork for Old Boy, I must say, is a lot nicer on the American version. It's all like neon lights, whereas that's quite like a kind of plain version, really. Yeah, I think that's everything I've got to say about the Tartan Asia Extreme. But yeah, not only nice label to collect, and like I say, to build your knowledge on foreign cinema, but Asian especially. But yeah, I think if people are looking to collect them, if you're starting from scratch and you've got 84 to buy, it might cost you quite a bit. But like I say, I only paid between £2 and let's say £6. So on average for 84 films, probably cost me about 300 quid, which ain't bad for a whole collection like this, is it? But yeah, when I was collecting them, some were out of print, some would go in, some I could only sort of get on Amazon or find second hand. Whereas yeah, now it's been, let's say, minimum of 10 years later, might have trouble finding some of these. But yeah, I'm still finding a lot of them in CEXs, every now and then in charity shops, probably get some off Amazon. So yeah, it's still achievable. People want to collect them. And yeah, if you're into your foreign cinema, like I say, it really runs the gamut of genres. So people that might, have heard of Audition, Ring, Acacia, Gozu, The Eye, and think it's all horror and nasty shit. No, there is some comedies and lighter moments. A bit of sci-fi on there, like Save the Green Planet. It's got a few more dramas, like Perth. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, it's kind of weird that they are called extremes. It kind of gives a lot of people the impression that they're all going to be sort of video nasty style, but they're not. Yeah, I think that's everything I got to say on it. So I hope everybody's enjoyed watching this. If you're just watching out of interest, and if you are a collector, then hopefully this has give you a template to help you collect them, write them all down or whatever, like I did, and tick them off your list as you get them. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.